Hey, hey, hey. And we're live. Right on, right on. I am David Taylor, and welcome to my show. I've come across a piece of video that I've been really wanting to talk about. It's about Sarah Mcbride, the representative from Delaware. And let's get into it.
I now recognize the representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ranking Member Keating, also wonderful.
Mr. Chairman, could you repeat your introduction again, please?
Yes, we have set the standard on the floor of the House, and I'm simply...
What is that standard, Mr. Chairman?
All right, so let's pause real quick. Okay, so as you know, Sarah Mcbride is over there in the corner, basically the man in the dress. He's the first transgender person inside of Congress, but I'm pretty sure there have been other congressmen who have worn dresses, probably not to the state capitol, but I'm positive there have been other representatives who've worn dresses. Let's be real. Our entire government is completely taken over by these crazy left-wing Democrats, and there are a bunch of, I'm a conspiracy theorist, all right? They call me a conspiracy theorist, and they try to use it as a negative, but really I'm a pattern. I recognize patterns, and if you really look at what's going on with all of our representatives, Democrats, Republicans, there are lots that are truly, they're either being blackmailed or something, and I bet you there are lots of them with a whole bunch of skeletons in their closet, and some of those skeletons are wearing a dress, but we don't have to worry about Sarah Mcbride being blackmailed because he likes to wear his dress outside. And the person who introduced Sarah Mcbride was Representative Keith Self, Republican, also from Delaware. And the person who actually interrupted Keith Self, as we just saw, was Representative Bill Keating from Massachusetts. Let's continue.
Would you repeat what you just said when you introduced a duly elected representative from the United States of America, please?
I will. The representative from Delaware, Mr. McBride.
Which is the formal and exact way you're supposed to introduce another member of Congress.
Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. Mr. Chairman, have you no decency? I've come to know you a little bit, but this is not decent.
Decent. He's freaking out because there's a dude in his dress right next to him, and he's upset that Representative Sarah Mcbride has been called a man. Let's just put that in context. He's calling Representative Keith Self indecent. This is where we find ourselves today. We've got trannies and, let's be real, lovers of trannies, men, chicks with dicks, who have the audacity. They have the audacity to lecture us, to lecture your average individual. I'm not even saying that Representative Self is even morally superior in any other kind of context. But if your house smells like shit, don't go around accusing other people of smelling like shit. That's all I'm saying.
We'll continue this.
You will not continue it with me unless you introduce a duly elected representative the right way.
This hearing is adjourned.
Good on that rep for doing that. 100%. Don't play those games. If you watch, when this was presented on the actual news media, the mainstream media, who, by the way, lies through their freaking teeth at every moment in every opportunity. But this was representative on TV of oh my God, the indecency of Representative Keith Self, and they basically tried to shame Representative Keith Self for keeping decorum amongst crazy and psychotic Dem Bill Keating, who decided to go flare up because I guess, honestly, let's rip the Band-Aid right off right now. I think Bill Keating either wants to or is probably, doing McBride. I bet you that Bill Keating, Representative Bill Keating, has either has a crush on Sarah Mcbride, or is currentely having sex with Sarah Mcbride. I think that's what's going on. Why the heck? That's why he's so angry and so butthurt about Sarah McBride being misgendered. And by the way, it wasn't Sarah McBride who was misgendered. It was Representative Keith's self by Sarah McBride. He wanted to snap back like he said something. Thank you, Madam Representative. A dude in a dress is going to try to say something. So that's my current thought, my pattern recognition. I am not a conspiracy theorist. I am a pattern recognitionist, for lack of a better word. And let's be real. That's how I would defend my girlfriend if another man was verbally like lashing out. I mean, maybe a little bit, more manlier, of course. I mean, he sounded like a giant girl, but I'd bow up and be like, what'd you say to my girl? If somebody was talking smack to my woman, you know what I'm saying? So you're a man and some dude starts talking trash to your woman. What are you going to do? You're going to bow up. You're going to have a problem. You might even get into a fight. And that's what Representative Bill Keating did. So, in my opinion, not fact, I have nothing to base this on other than his bullshit attitude in the middle of this hearing. That's all I have to base it on. But human nature is human nature. And let's be real. You don't stick your neck out for other people unless you have something personal to gain, especially in this context. I mean, in everyday life, of course we do. But I'm talking about politically, okay? And I think politically, that was a dumb move. The Democrats are gonna die on this hill. And we are definitely here for it. Thank you very much, and have a good day.